Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Kate's Creative Space. I'm Kate. Welcome back to another diamond painting video. If you're new here, thanks so much for coming and checking out a video. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back and watching me diamond paint. So in today's video, we are doing another full review of this kit right here. And I am really excited about this one. It's the third one for my Refresher Stash Challenge, my March kit. But let's open it up and take a look at it. Okay, so this is Magic House by the River by Image World. This is definitely one of the older kits that I have in my stash. So old that by the time I brought it out when I was doing my entire stash video, and then brought it out again when I did, I think I might have had it in my 10 most intimidating kits, but I don't remember. If I didn't, I definitely had it in my must-do kits of 2026. So the amount of times I brought it up from upstairs, pulled it out of the box, put it back in the box, the side of the box actually split open, and I had to just store it in the dust cover. So it is older and it is ready to be worked on. I'm so excited to get a chance to work on this. This one is part of my grand plan for 2026 to love landscapes. And I am working currently on a year-long project called Magical Potions by Nathaniel Mortensen. And it has taught me that I need to branch out. It's not my usual comfort zone diamond painting, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. So I'm very hopeful that all of the tricks that I'm going to implement for this one are going to help me learn to love landscapes. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I've worked on maybe 2 or 3 landscapes in the 2.5 years that I've been diamond painting. And I haven't enjoyed them, but none of them have been Diamond Art Club landscapes, and none of them have been pristine quality landscapes. And they were always a project that I worked on all by itself without switching whips, without working on anything else, and without finding anything exciting to motivate me to do the painting. So I'm going to approach this one a little bit differently. It's a Diamond Art Club, and yes, while it is an older Diamond Art Club's still really known for great quality diamond painting. So I don't anticipate having any huge problems with it. And I'm just really excited to work on a landscape where I love, love, love the picture, the image, the artwork is gorgeous. And I think I'm going to maybe enjoy the experience, because so far I've always just said, I like landscapes, they're beautiful to look at, but not my cup of tea to diamond paint. And I think this is the painting that is going to help me change my entire outlook on landscapes. Or will it? I don't know. Let's find out together, okay? All right, we are going to pull out the drills. Here they are. I am not approaching this as a full unboxing. I just want to preface that right now. There are so many unboxings on YouTube and even on my channel where I go into all the kits and all the details of the toolkit, all the details of the kits in general. And there's a group of people called Sneak Peekers for Diamond Art Club. They have tons of videos out there as well. If you just go in the search bar of YouTube to figure out, sneak peek of diamond painting, you'll see all of the details about Diamond Art Club. But I'm assuming if you guys are watching this, you know what a Diamond Art Club diamond painting is really all about. I'm not going to go into all the details. We're opening it up and looking at the drills and opening it up to start the canvas. It's going to be very surface level. So if you want an in-depth look in this one, you probably could find that on YouTube. I guarantee it. This is very surface because most people that watch these videos don't need to hear it like 60,000 times. So, okay, here are the drills. Oh my goodness. They are beautiful. I'm so excited. I can see some ABs right off the bat. I see a yellow. I see a blue. I wonder if this kit has fairy dust. I don't remember if it's too old. There's a white AB. I don't know if it's too old to have fairy dust or not. Let's check it out. Here's another AB right there. So there's at least 4 ABs. Let's look at the sticker sheet and see. Yes, it does have fairy dust. Thank goodness. I love when they have fairy dust. So it has a green and a pink. I guess I just didn't see them. And then back then in these older kits, ABs were anything under 150. So there's actually 5 ABs, a yellow, an orange, a red, a blue, and a white. So 61 total colors, which I logged this as 51 colors in my gems flow. It says this one was 51 colors, but it's 61. I'm going to kit this up in an art dot container, and I was really excited to fit it in the 60. So I'm gonna have to maybe take one of those colors. Oh, I know what I can do. Of course I can't find it right now, but that's okay. I got a 4-pack of medium trays from Diamond Art Club as a free gift in an order a while back, and it's like for the their storage system, which is kind of similar to the Elizabeth Ward with the containers that click. I got a 4-pack of those, so maybe I'll take one of those and kit up one in there and just stick it in the zipper compartment of this to accommodate that. I was a little bummed though, because I like when my big amount of drills can spill into 2 bottles, and I was looking forward to having 9 extra bottles on here, but that's okay. 61 colors is good, actually. I am gonna now roll it backwards, and then we're gonna take a look at it together. I'm so excited. I've shown this one on my channel before, especially, I don't remember if it was an intimidating kit or not. I loved that video. I'll have that video linked down below if I remember in 2 months to link it when I'm putting this video together. But that video was like me pulling out 10 of the most intimidating kits in my stash and opening them and looking at them and being like, oh, this isn't that intimidating now that I see it in person. So you know what? I just got a great idea for a video. I'm going to go back. Once I have like half those kits done, I'm going to go back and talk about the experience of working on them and if they were awful or not. That's a great idea. I got to write that down. Okay. My brain's all over the place today. All right, let's look at her. These girls out of the way. Oh, it's so stinking beautiful. Oh, I love it. Okay. It's going to be so fun to work on. So I don't know why I've always been intimidated by landscapes and thought landscapes weren't my thing. I like a good item diamond painting. And I think on the other landscapes that I did, I do a whole square and be like, this is a big wad of nothing. You can't even tell that I did anything. But I love confetti. I love colors. And I love this artwork. So I really am hoping that this is a fun experience for me. I just think this is so beautiful. And I think that I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it. It has a perforated cover, which is great. I love the perforated cover. I miss it when they don't have them. And I'm just looking at it. Here's the whole thing in screen, by the way. I'm just looking at it and I just see all these cute little details. It has enough details that I feel like it's kind of itemy. Like it's got a cat sitting on a boat down here and a little duck. And yeah, when you work on these flower sections, you're going to feel like that's a bunch of colors and it kind of just looks like a mess. But I don't think it's going to, I don't know. We're going to have to just see. It's been years since I've even worked on one of the crummier landscapes that I did. So I love the pathway. I've really been into these stone colors, so I think that will be fun to work on. The house itself is gorgeous. And here's my favorite thing in the world, okay? I did one other landscape that the artwork was gorgeous on. It was a Dreamer Designs piece called Balloons Over Cottage Cove. Here it is right here. I finished that. That was my first landscape, and I had a terrible experience because it was the old Dreamer Designs kits, which I need to try Dreamer Designs again and give them another shot. They're old kits where it was gappy. The drills had all these tabs on the side that drove me crazy. And overall, it was not a fun experience. But in the sky of that diamond painting, it was the prettiest cotton color sky. It's very similar to this. And I loved it. I loved that sky. I lived for that sky. That elevated that diamond painting experience. I loved it. And when I think about how excited I got about that sky, it makes me think maybe you do love landscapes, Kate. But that is the thing that sticks out to me after all those. I mean, I did that painting 2 years ago and I still remember the joy I felt doing that cotton candy colored sky. It was just so gorgeous. And I'm really excited to work on this. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this painting. So let's come back to that. Here's some butterflies that are really pretty. A purple one, a blue one. And then we've got this little lake, which is so cute because it's got lots of line blocking in it. And then look at these chickens. It's going to be so cute. Oh, and a deer right there. I didn't even see that one. I'm thinking this is going to be a lot of fun because I'm in my magical potions. It has stonework framing the potions, and I love the stonework, so I think it's going to be really cool. Next, I need to figure out how I want to work on this. I don't follow the same formula for every diamond painting, so I need to figure out if I want to go up and down or if I want to go left and right. I try to save my favorite pieces of a diamond painting for last, but in this case, I want to make sure I'm still having fun with it and not burning myself out on it. So I am trying to decide. My favorite parts of this piece would probably be the sky and the house, for sure. But if I go up and down, I would get a little chunk of either sky or house every time I worked on it. So do I want to take my favorite parts of the diamond painting and kind of have little bits of them every time I work on it? Or do I want to work bottom to top and do all this and save my favorite part of the diamond painting for last? Because all of this, the top half seems more fun than the bottom half. However, the bottom half does have its own fun aspects with the kitty and the duck and the deer and the stonework that I was saying would be really fun. So that's what I need to decide. I'm going to come back after I kit up and let you know my decision on if I'm going to go up and down or if I'm going to go left and right. When I did Balloons Over Cottage Cove, I sectioned it with vinyl, Cricut vinyl section frames. And then my daughter picked each section for me because it didn't have like a perforated cover or anything. And so I did save my favorite balloon for last and that cotton colored sky for last too. I would do little pieces of it here and there, but the memory of working on that chunk of sky sticks out to me so much that I'm really optimistic that this is going to be fun. But I got to figure out if I'm going to go up and down or left and right. Okay. I'm going to flip this over, give me a white background, and then we're going to do a quick drill train. Look at all these beautiful colors. It always breaks my heart just a little bit to ruin a perfect sandwich of drills like this. It hurts a little bit to wreck it. Packaged so nicely, I'll never get it to look that nice again. It doesn't matter because I'm getting ready to kit it up, but it somehow feels wrong, you know? Somehow feels wrong to mess it up. All right, we're just gonna look through them real quick. I'm not gonna name the number of the colors or anything. Just gonna take a quick glimpse. I know the sounds of the plastic is not people's favorite thing, and I apologize if it bothers you. We'll be quick. Okay, I bet that's for the stonework. More brown for the house. Some pretty pinks. That's gonna be in the stonework as well. Here is our first fairy dust. It's a pink fairy dust color. Very pretty color. I'm so glad this painting has fairy dust. I forgot. I didn't know if it had fairy dust or not at first. 2 bags of this 898. Here's our first AB. I said it was orange. It's definitely more pulls brown, like a brownish color. And then 1 bag of this lime green, 2 bags of this darker lime green. 3 whole bags of 801. Okay. We got 666, which is like a cherry red color. That's always a fun color to have included. 3 bags of the 937. That's probably a lot of grass and stuff would be my guess. Okay, here's another AB. It's 141, which is just white. I think this is literally 5200. I'm glad they've changed the AB codes. 3 bags of 581. That's a lot of green, but it's going to be so pretty. Okay, a couple bags of this mossy color green. Another pink. Oh, here's another fairy dust. It's a very lighter green. Okay, 2 strands down, 2 to go. These are the less used colors. Let's go this way. Say less used, but then we got a couple bags of them, so. $700. I love that color. Okay, 160. A nice purple. Here's another AB. It's yellow. It's yellowy orange for sure. Okay. Last strand. Did we see all the ABs or no? I know we saw the 2 fairy dust. Oh, here's one. This is definitely orange. 133. Pretty color. And then here's the other one. I was wondering. I was like, we're missing some. This is the prettiest blue. I love this kind of blue. And that's all the 310 in this bag, in this whole kit. I'm okay with that little black in this kit. It's going to be gorgeous. All right, that is our full drill train. All 61, not 51 colors. We got the old school sticker sheet on this. I am going to kit this up in the art dot. Today is March 6th. This is my March kit, but my February kit has taken over, and I've had a couple extra projects that I've added to my plate, so that my original plans at the beginning of the year was to kit this up March 1st and work on it. I think I'm going to hold off on it for just a little bit, but I do want to have it kitted up and ready to go. So the next time you see me, I'll have it kitted up, I'll have the washi on it, and I'll be ready to start it, and I'll let you know what my start date is at that time, because I'm a little bit up in the air. I just wanted to make sure I filmed this so that on a day where I was ready to work on it, I would have it all prepped. So, all right, guys, I'll check in soon. Okay, I've done the first 2 sections. They're not full sections, they're a little smaller. But I've done the first 2 sections of this kit, and my first impressions are, it's amazing. The grid field is perfect. There's barely any gapping at all. The glue is good, and after coming off of Little Baker, which is the last kit I completed, which had so much pink, so much color blocking, a ton of light colors, this darker color scheme and the confetti is just so much fun. So much fun. I'm really, really, really excited about this. And when I was working on this, I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. Because look how perfect the grid field is. I'm so excited. This is gonna be a good one. Now, if the whole kit was this much confetti, I would probably get burnt out on it, which is why I'm gonna swap out with another kit. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I know also if the whole thing was like this flower thing, I would get a little burnt out, because I'm not feeling like I'm making much progress when I finish a kit. Like when I finish a section and pull back and I'm like, oh, it's just some random colors, some random flowers. So I'm glad that the whole thing isn't this. It's a few more sections down. I've already started the next section, but it's a few more sections down, and then we'll get into like the pathway and stuff. We'll switch out colors. It'll be a little less color block, or a little less confetti, but it is a high confetti kit, and I'm okay with that, especially when I start to do things like this cat and this boat and like benches and more items where I feel like I'm making a little, like accomplishing a little more, whereas right now I always get a little apprehensive that this is like, okay, it's just some colors, it's just some flowers, but I've only done 2 sections. I'm gonna keep going with it. I think it's gonna be really fun. I'm already really excited. I did not have enough washi to washi this whole canvas. I had to stop there, and I only did this bottom line, and this washi's awful. It's pulling up a ton, so I need to get some better washi tape. That's my goal for this week. And then, yeah, I'm getting ready to, I already started 1 color in here, or 2. I've done 2. I'm getting ready to do hopefully the next 2 sections tonight. I'm so excited about this one. I'm loving it so much. So I'm gonna finish March up with this kit. So we'll see how much I get done before March ends. I've been chugging away working on this kit, and I have completely forgotten to update you guys. I gave you first impressions, and then all of a sudden 2.5 rows are done, and I haven't checked back in. So here is where I am at in this kit. I just yesterday got like all of this done, and I really enjoyed getting that much done in a day, which is rare for me, but yesterday was a good diamond painting day for me. I got a lot of diamond painting in, and I am having so much fun with this. I'm officially a landscape gal. I am in love with it. I'm in love with how it's coming together, the colors, the grid field. I picked such a good kit to start landscapes with, and I'm so pleased with it. I love the brickwork here. I love all the flowers. I love the little animals that I've been adding in. The duck was so fun. The cat on this little boat was really fun to do. It is so much fun. I am wondering about the order that I'm gonna go. I'm definitely gonna finish this row out this way, and then I might do either 1 more row, or I might start going up this direction. I think I would be here. I want to get this done. I want to get this tree done, because I like the idea of saving the cotton candy sky for last, but I don't want to save this huge confetti tree for last. So I might go up this direction and work on these trees to get them done. But I'm just deciding, in fact, I am going to do that, but I'm trying to decide if I want to do that after this row, or if I want to do 1 more row. If I do 1 more row, I won't have really started on the house. I'll have like done the front porch steps, but the perforated cover goes to right here. So it'll be kind of like right up over the foundation of the house. And that would give me all of this to kind of save for later. There is another couple trees in the background that have a lot more confetti in them too. It's a high confetti kit. Landscape kits are. But I think the key to loving this kit as much as I do is taking breaks and having another whip. I think working on a landscape by itself would probably burn me out, but I am loving it because I do pause, and I just worked on Magic Arcades. There's a huge section of color blocking in that. And, you know, I love kind of bouncing back. And that one's also round. So bouncing back and forth between that and this one, definitely the key to success on this. So I need to get some more washi tape for the other sides. I ran out and I got lazy and I never finished washing it up. So I need to finish that, especially now that I'm getting up higher and I do have this glue exposed right here. But yeah, I thought I would check in and show you guys my progress update. I'm having so much fun with this kit. I'm going to be working on it again tonight, and I'll try to check in a little bit sooner than 2.5 rows next time. Next update on Magic House by the River. I keep making a lot of progress and not updating you guys enough. I apologize, but we are officially 60% of the way done with this kit. I went up 4 rows and finished 4 rows, and then last night after I completed the 4th row, I decided to kind of start being a little weird with my sections, and now I'm going to just do this chunk of the painting. I want to get the confetti in this tree finished up because this is trees are probably one of my least favorite things in the landscapes to do, just because it is a lot of confetti, especially like bare trees like this where you see a lot of the sticks and the leaves. I just feel like it's a ton of confetti, and when you pull back, you're just like, oh, okay, it's a tree. I don't know. It's not my favorite part of it. And so I'm going to get this done, although the butterflies will be really fun. And then I can focus more on the things that I'm really excited about, which are going to be the pretty sky with all these blues and pinks and purples, and the actual house itself, which is going to be so much fun. So I have less than 3 rows to go since I've already done 3 sections of one of the rows. I am really having so much fun, and I'm heading into more color blocking areas and more line blocking areas. The house is a lot of line blocking. The sky is probably the most color blocking that the whole kit has, which isn't much. I mean, that's my definition of high color blocking when it comes to this kit, at least. But you guys, I've enjoyed every minute of this kit. It is such a joy to work on. Look how beautiful the colors are. It's so vibrant. It's so pretty. There's so many fun little details in it. I've really been enjoying all the animals. The bench was fun to do. The cobblestones is cute. I just love it. My favorite part was doing these little chickens right here. And this was very high confetti because all the little flower buds on the ground, and the chickens themselves were high confetti. But I don't care. I like confetti. I just think this is so fun. I'm really loving it. The 2 things that I've noticed that I'm doing that help me enjoy this kit. Number 1, I'm doing 2 sections at a time. When I'm doing this much confetti, I've noticed that I am less frustrated with it when I have 2 sections open, because I do feel like I repeat the colors a lot. When, you know, obviously anytime I have green, I do the same 3 green colors. I do think doing 2 sections at a time and getting to getting to use the color a little bit more in my tray because I'm stretching it over 2 sections helps that a lot. And I have other whips going, which I've never had other whips going while working on a landscape. However, my plan for having other whips going was so that I wouldn't get burnt out on this kit, and I'm not burnt out at all. In fact, after this row here last night, I was supposed to move to a different kit, and I didn't want to. I wanted to keep going with this one. So this is my most fun whip that I have going right now. And I keep coming back to it and wanting to do it. So I think that's great. That's a great feeling to know that, like, I'm really enjoying this. I did just notice I missed 3 drills right here that I need to go in and put in. But it is sometimes, the only annoying thing about it is sometimes with this much confetti, I'll do a color and then I'll come back and be like, I missed a couple of those because it's just scattered everywhere like true confetti is. So no big deal. It's not that hard to pull it back out and pull out a drill or 2 if I need to, but I'm having so much fun with this kit. I cannot believe I made so much progress. I made so much progress on this kit yesterday. 7 sections in one night or one full day, but that's what happens when you have sick kids. So got to work on it a lot yesterday, and honestly, it's just been a joy. So I'm going to go up this way and get this whole section done. This is, let's see, 6 more sections, and these sections are kind of one in a strip. And so once I'm done with those 6 sections, I think it'll really look like it's really coming along, since that whole side of the diamond painting will be finished. But I'm having a blast. I'm not sure the order I'm going to go with the rest of it once that area is done. If I'm going to kind of go and do this part, or if I'm going to start doing like one side strip and then one side strip. I haven't decided. Or maybe I'll just knock out the house part. I don't know. All I know is that I'm having a blast, and it's just been really fun. The colors are so bright and happy. And this will be a kit I remember for long term. I have like 3 or 4 kits that I worked on that I loved the experience of working on so much that I remember them so well. Bathroom in Paris is one of them. Underwater Train is one of them. Christmas Candy Box is one of them. Those are like the 3. When I think about the experience of diamond painting was just top notch, this will be one of them when I'm done with it. I'm just in love with this kit and having so much fun. So, all right, I'll check back in hopefully when I'm done with all that, because it'll look really good. Okay, next update for this beauty. I have this whole chunk finished, and I'm so excited. The butterflies were really fun. I definitely did this in 3 big squares because I was getting like a little overwhelmed with the confetti. And when I can do it over 3 squares, I can get the confetti done faster. I'll have the color in my tray long enough to do it over 3 squares, basically. I love this kit. I'm having so much fun. I will say I'm having a little bit of gapping up here in these lighter colors. That's really common with lighter colors, especially on an older kit. I'm surprised I haven't found gapping sooner, to be honest, but I think just with all the multiple colors and the confetti and everything, it just didn't show as much. Whereas like I'm seeing a little bit of gapping here, but not terrible, and a little bit of gapping here, which I'm worried it's going to translate into here. I am really worried that the gapping is going to be pretty obvious in the sky, which is such a bummer considering how much I've been looking forward to the sky. For that reason, I'm thinking I might not leave the sky for last. I might go ahead and do this strip up, maybe even this strip up, and then kind of go across here and then do these like this. I kind of want to leave this for last because it's like the most beautiful part of the house. So I'm not sure how it's going to look, but I was really wanting to save the sky for last, and now I'm hesitant too because I think it's going to be gappy, and I don't want to leave the kit on a disappointing note when it's been so much fun so far. I'm having a blast with this kit, and it is the kit of my 4 whips that I'm having the most fun with, and I want to keep coming back to, whether that's for the artwork, for the experience, for the confetti, for the quality, or just the fact that I'm so close to the finish line. This is the kit I'm the furthest on, 70% done at this point, that I really, really, really want to work on it and get it done. So I will come back and show you, but I'm thinking I might do this part next. And then kind of save the house for last. So I'll keep you posted. Okay guys, here is my next update on Magic House by the River. I've actually made quite a bit of progress on this kit. I've done all of the sky, and then I came over here and finished out this top row. So I have 8 sections left of this kit. I did what I said. I did go in and do the sky. I was right. It definitely has more gapping than the rest of the kit. I've gone in and I've tried to straighten it as much as I can, but these lighter colors, they are smaller drills than the rest of the colors around them. I noticed it in like 2 different drills that I pulled out. This one, and I think this light pink, that I pulled those drills out and I was like, these look smaller than the drills around them, just minusculely. But I did unfortunately get a little bit of gapping because of that. And you know, when you pull back and don't look at it from too far, it's not super noticeable, but lighter colors just tend to gap more. And I think part of it also could be it's color blocking. So I was multi-placing bigger sections, but I multi-place only 4 at a time, and then I always fiddle with them to make them look good when I'm multi-placing, and I just couldn't get it to look great. So is what it is. Not the end of the world. We're gonna keep moving on. The rest of the kit has no gapping in it really at all, so it's kind of a bummer that that area does because it's such like a focal point of the piece. It's kind of a bummer that you see gapping up here, but I'm going to have to just be okay with it and move on because I've straightened it as much as I can. I've fiddled with it a lot. I'll probably continue to fiddle with it the rest of the week that I work on this kit, but I gotta also just kind of know that it looks good and kind of move on. So yeah, and then I got the rest of these trees done. I'm really kind of ready to be done with trees and the confetti of trees. It looks so good when you're done, but after doing this whole kit, I'm kind of ready to move on past tree confetti. Yeah, see, like, because I multi-placed this here, and this color is a little darker, and like right there, there's no gapping in that at all. Even with me multi-placing it, there's no gapping. So I know it's not just me. I know it's not just me and my multi-placing skills that are making this gap, because this was all multi-placed and it looks so much better than, like, let me show you. And like this area here, it's hard to pick this up, where you can see, well, see, now when you hold it up, it doesn't even look that bad. Now, I'm going to zoom into you because holding it doesn't work with a kit this size. Okay. Go to where I'm talking about and I will zoom in on it. Yeah, see all that gapping there? That's what I'm talking about. And so, yeah, that just confirmed that it's not just me, because this I multi-placed, but I also multi-placed this over here. And see how this isn't nearly as a problem? Okay, so I'm not crazy. It's not me. That helps me feel a little bit better. But anyways, we're moving into the last 8 sections. I'm going to do these 2 sections, then these 2, then these 2, ending right here. I think that's going to look phenomenal, and I'm really hoping that I finish this kit this week. However, I have started using a whip wheel where I let the wheel determine which whip I should work on. When I roll this kit, I do 2 sections of it. And then I roll again and I'll do 1 section of another kit. But with the confetti, doing 2 sections of this kit is just the way I like to work on it. So I technically need to roll it 4 more times this week, and today is Monday. I'm hoping to have it done by Saturday. That might be a stretch though. I'm going to start editing this video just in case, so that if I do finish it, I can have this come up as my Saturday video. So there we are with that. I am so excited. The whole thing looks gorgeous, and it has definitely been a joy to work on. All right, guys, I'm doing this handheld so I can really get a pan over for you. This is my last update of the vlog of Magic House by the River. I have 4 sections left, and I'm kind of been approaching them as like a big jumbo section. So I've done like the green and stuff on this, and I've done like this part here. And then I'm taking those colors up into here whenever I see them. So I've done like this area and outline the windows and stuff. I'm gonna work on it today. I don't anticipate finishing it tonight, but I do think I'll be able to finish it tomorrow, and that is super, super, super exciting. So last look of the vlog. I cannot believe I'm so close to being done with this. It feels so long in the making. I'm so ready and so excited to see it completed. All right, yeah, just this section left. I can do it. finished. I finished it. Yay, I'm so excited. It's all done. I just did a nice little pan over for you guys, completely finished. And now we get to start the little post review section of the video. I'm so excited. Didn't it turn out so beautiful? Oh, I can't even stand it. Okay, this is diamond painting finish number 40 for me. Also 7th of this year. It is, I think it's also my 30th Diamond Art Club finish. I started this kit March 25th of 2026 and finished it today, May 14th of 2026, which is actually really good for me considering how many other projects I worked on while working on this kit. That's actually really good for me because normally in the past, like a big kit like this would have taken me 2 months or like 6 weeks to 2 months without working on anything else. To have it finished in less than 2 months while working on so many other projects, actually super impressive for me. So square drills, 61 colors. We'll talk about where the special drills went. So there's not a lot to really report because I talked to you guys so much throughout the entire process of working on this kit. You kind of got to see my real thoughts in time. So not a ton to really report. It was a dreamy canvas to work on though. Besides the small amount of gapping up here in the sky from these lighter colors, I had no issues with gapping, no issues with glue, no issues with really anything. All of the usual things were great. Symbol clarity, the canvas quality. The only two things I would say is a little bit of light gapping right here in these, especially this one particular color. And the perforated cover was a little bit thin, which they've already fixed in later kits. So I had no issues with it really, and I love it. It came out stunning. It's ignited a love in landscapes for me. I was looking through my gems flow this morning and I was like, I need more landscapes in my stash because I love them all now. So it has definitely ignited a love of landscapes. I don't think I'm going to be strictly doing landscapes by any means, but I definitely think that if I see a really pretty one, I'll be more likely to pick it up from now on. Yeah, let's talk about the special. So here was my drill storage. I had 60 in here, and since it was 61 colors, I threw the last fairy dust in a little container and stuck it up here. This drill color in particular, Z3733, gave me a little bit of trouble. The drills were stuck together, and that's like a pretty easy fix. You just get a drill grinder, or for me, I put them in a bottle, like a pill bottle, and I put a coin in there and kind of shook it a ton, and that helped break them apart, but then that creates a lot of static. But this was the only drill I had that problem on. It was a really pretty color, but yeah, this one was the only problem drill of my stash, or of this kit. Let's talk about where this drill went, and then we'll kind of go through the other specials as well. This drill was in anywhere you really see pink, in the tops of these flowers over here. It was in this chunk of sky. You saw it a little bit in this tree here. You saw it sprinkled throughout these flowers down here. And, oh, did you just get a big shot of my head? You might have, sorry. And you saw it over here as well. And down in this tree or shrub, and then up in these trees as well. Really pretty color. It was cute to see it sprinkled throughout the kit. Oh, that was loud, sorry. The next fairy dust was Z702. A really pretty light green fairy dust. And this color, saw it in these trees up here, and pretty much anywhere you saw green. Definitely these trees up here. You saw it down here in this area. You saw it sprinkled throughout these flowers over here. A little bit in the pond water and like right here. And yeah, it was basically a tree color, and that's fine. Then we had, I think it was the only two fairy dust colors. That was the only two fairy dust colors. But we did have 4 ABs, and they were pretty easy to know. Actually, we had 5 ABs. I love the older kits when the ABs came first because they always labeled them 1, 2, 3, 4. So the ABs are literally 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the white dot. So they were easy to find on the canvas. AB number 1 is 105. I'll put the conversion of what that is in DMC code now that they put nowadays, if you got this drill, it would say AB with the DMC number. Back then, it was labeled 105. It's a brown color. I am glad I still had this much left over after spilling that entire tray. I did spill a tray of this. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in my vlog or in this full review, but Jane accidentally knocked a full tray of that over, so I did not pick it up. And I made do, and we still had plenty left over, so it worked out really well. But that drill, we found a ton of it in the house, which is why I was sweating at the end, because that's what I was doing last, and I was like, please tell me I have enough color for this, but we were fine. Ton of it in that house. We also had some of it in the tree branches up here. We had it on the deer. We had it on the tree trunks, and then in the cobblestone. It was a nice highlight color throughout the bridge. That's a white, never mind. But it was in these little cobblestone. Oh, and like right here, this cobblestone area. Okay, the second one was 131. I'll put the conversion up for you guys. It was this yellow. And this color was mostly a highlight color for flowers. You saw it in these flowers. You saw it a little bit in the canoe. You saw it down here in these flowers. I did not use this color very often. Yeah, up here, just a tiny little bit. I really didn't use that yellow very much. But it had its moments, and when it did, it was pretty. A little bit right here. Okay, the third one is an orange. 133. Pretty orange. Same thing. Didn't use it a ton, but it did have its moments. Up here on this roof, which I'm not sure how I feel about this roof. Not super sure how I feel about that orange in that roof right there. I wish it had been more red. I don't know. This is the one color that I was like, I don't know if I like the orange being there, but if you don't stare too hard at it, it works out. I just think when you're staring at it sometimes you just need to pull back and see it from a distance and it's all good. But yeah, that orange roof is the one thing that kind of throws me. I just almost feel like it doesn't totally fit, but that's okay. And then we have the orange up in here as well. A little bit, no, that's the yellow. I was gonna say down in those flowers, but that's all yellow. Do we have any over here? Because this is all yellow as well. So we really didn't use the orange really much at all. I think the roof is really the only situation where I was pulling this orange out. Okay, next is 140. It's a blue. I love this color blue. I think it's so pretty. And this color was in these windows. It was a little bit down in this bush right here. It was sprinkled throughout these flowers here. And a little bit in this perfectly blue butterfly. Super cute. Which brings us last to not least, 141. I'm pretty sure this is AB 5200. I will pop it up though. And that was, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the canvas with one hand so it doesn't fall off now that I've got it so far pulled to the left here. Okay, a lot of that white was up in here, and it was a lot in the sky and like far off right here, and then it was over here. And it had its moments in the house siding as well. Second time I bought the camera with my head. I'm off my game today. It was also in this bench and in the railing over here. So that worked out really well. So yeah, those are all of the special drills that were in this kit. I think the pink was probably my favorite. I like special drills, but I also don't know if I could pick a favorite. I liked them all. They all had their moments and they really all kind of come together to make the canvas pop. And I just think it really turned out pretty. I would have loved more fairy dust colors just because I like the fairy dust so much, but I think that it was rendered really well. My favorite parts about the kit are definitely the chickens and the deer. The deer over here is probably close second to these little chickens right here. But you guys, it had so much confetti and it was a long, like a big project, but I really enjoyed every minute of it. I really had a lot of fun with it. It's ignited an absolute joy for landscapes in my heart, and overall I do need to roll it. I will say that I lost my children stole my roller, so I'm probably needing to just get the old-fashioned regular rolling pin out and roll it down. But overall, this was just the best experience that I could have had for a landscape. And if this gapping didn't exist, I would call it a 10 out of 10 perfect kit. This gapping's bothering me a little bit. So I might have to go back in and kind of tweak it more with my straightener. I already have a little bit, but this is the one area of the kit that frustrated me. And but other than that, I just think it was a fabulous experience and such a great kit to work on. And yeah, you guys have heard most of my thoughts before I started the post review, because you kind of heard them throughout, which is the nice thing about a full review. But this was a good wrap up to just show you the whole thing put together, and to just say this is also the third kit in my refresher stash challenge for the year. This was my March refresher stash kit, so I am so excited to have it done and not pull it into June or July. So I got it done in May. Not too bad. I'm a little bit further behind. I was hoping to have it done in April, but that is okay. I feel really good about having it just completed and ready to move to the next project. So that is going to be it for this post review. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the full process of working on this canvas start to finish. If you did enjoy it, please consider giving the video a thumbs up. I'd super appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos about diamond painting and you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's a totally free way to just be informed when I post more videos and be part of my little diamond painting community. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys.